Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of my multi-part series involving my Sears Craftsman Ltv10 lawn tractor that I got for free from Center Marichis. So it's election day today and it's raining and it's kind of yucky out. Today I tried to get that tire on the bead, but it's not working. I am going to get my carburetor out of my my makeshift ultrasonic cleaner. It's just gas. It was clear gas before, and after 2-3 days of soaking that carburetor in there, it's now black. There's the carburetor. It seems pretty clean now. I'm going to blow out the holes with compressed air. All the parts here are cool. All the parts there seem very clean. And the float bowl was all completely rusted out. I managed to get it pretty clean, you know. That'll do. So I'm going to put all this stuff together after blowing it out, and I'm going to install the carburetor. Maybe we might try to start this engine up today. I've got my compressor on now. Blow out these holes. So while I've got the carburetor on here, right? But trying to put the linkage back together again, I just couldn't fit that thing in there. So basically I had to try to remove this throttle bracket just to route the linkage through the correct area. And so my dumbass, what did I do? I couldn't get the screw out of here, so I used what? My impact. And of course, what happened? That's right, I stripped the bolt. And of course, I got one of those extractor things, right? These things, right? They don't work. Doesn't work. Look how small the end is here, man. There's no grippage. So that didn't work. Stupid things. So, I'm just gonna tack weld something here. You know what I mean? There you go. Good enough. So I've got this makeshift Tecumseh out situation going on with the Tecumseh gas tank. I put gas in it and a hose into the carburetor. Once I poured it in there, it started leaking, so the needle is not seating. But as long as I got gas in there, I wanted to see if it at least turned over. Ignition switch doesn't seem to work because I think the solenoid's busted. So I've got one of these portable jumpers, right? And I just connected it to the thing. Let's see if it turns over. Okay, well it cranks, which is good, and turns, but I don't think there's any spark. I'm going to take out the spark plug and check. Spark plug was really wet. I'm not sure whether or not it was gas or water, you know, but I just cleaned it off. It looks okay. I'm going to crank it a few times and let whatever's in there fly out, you know. Let's see what, if anything, flies out of there. Well, I just tested it, and I have no spark whatsoever. I'm going to change the spark plug. Put this spark plug on there, test. It's one of those double thingamajigs. Nothing. Get no spark whatsoever. You know what? I think there's a kill switch on, so that's why it's not going to work. Duh. I'm going to pull this wire off so that there's nothing on the thing to kill it. I disconnected the kill wire to the thing there, and I still have no spark. So that is probably bad. I'm going to see if I can remove that carefully and put another magneto on there. I was pretty lucky that I was able to extract the bolts without stripping them. You know, I have a feeling that this is a points magneto, right? I've never messed with anything like this before because I don't know what that is. Also, it has these wires sticking out of it, you know? That wire came out of there. So I'm not sure what that is. And this one goes all the way to the throttle bracket, which I've disconnected. But if this is a points magneto and has these wires, I don't know where they go. This is a ground because this came off of one of the two terminal ones. And I don't know. Yeah, this looks like a points magneto, but I'm gonna do away with that because I actually have a Briggs magneto that, believe it or not, fits perfectly. So I'm gonna put that on. I'm not sure if this is now the stator wire and this is the kill wire, or is this kill wire attached to that and coming out of that. Either way, though, I'm going to disconnect it for now just to test. Make sure it starts first. Or at least we get some spark. I'll try it. So I've got that magneto on there now. Come on, get out. That business card is trashed. Can't do anything when it rains, man. Everything turns wet immediately. We're definitely making some progress. I've got that new magneto on there. Check out the spark. Well, my battery's dead, but I had good spark. Really good spark. Gotta show you the spark. Well, my battery's dead now. I'm gonna go charge it up so you can see spark. I just hooked up a battery charger. See spark. Good spark. Alright. Let's see if we can start this baby. Got the spark plug in there. Well, I'm going to have to charge up a battery, and it's not enough electricity to get it pumping. So I got another battery. It's not that good, but it's better than that for sure. So I'm just charging it a little bit and I don't know. I'm just gonna give it a try. So I'm gonna release that. Fuel's pouring in there now. Oh, it's pouring out. That fuel pouring out. Well, as long as we just get some fuel in there, we'll try it. Miraculously, this key works now. Well, doesn't work. I'll have to come back to it. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! Awesome! It started! It ran! That, I gotta get a new needle because it's leaking gas like crazy. So, you know, now that I know it runs, I might get a new carburetor for that instead. You know, I've seen a carburetor out there for $25. That's not bad for one of these flow jets, you know, one-piece flow jets. How about that, man? This guy saw that? He started. Can't believe it. I can't believe this piece of junk started. Can you believe this piece of junk started? This throttle thing is really, you know, hinky and stuff. This cable, and it's not smooth or anything like that, so I'm gonna have to work on it a bit. But how about it, man? It started. You know, it actually runs pretty good. I just need to get a needle for that carb. Wow. Stoked. That's a lot of progress today, man. Startup. Alright. Let the battery charge a little bit. And come back to this when the weather is a little nicer. It's really yucky out. How about it? See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Stay tuned for part 4. Follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blowers.